Hey, it's Cam from WCBH with your NRL NT Round 6 preview. Let's jump right into the DABSCO Premiership, and it's a replay of games from Round 1. Brothers v Bears. Last time these two teams met, it was Brothers who were victorious, 28 points to 12. Brothers remain undefeated while the Bears are looking for their third win of the season. Talking defence, Brothers have only conceded 38 points this season, an average of 7.6 points per game. The Brethren really have a strong attitude in defence, and for that reason I am tipping Brothers. Brothers v Bears, 4:20 p.m. at TRL Stadium. Raiders v Sharks. This one is the Mayor's Cup. And round 1 saw the Sharks surprise the Raiders 22 points to 10 at TRL Stadium. And the task will be tougher this time around at Raiders Park, but both teams will be well supported given they both have Palmerston bases. The Sharks suffered their first loss last weekend and they were missing Hall and Munro, while the Raiders racked up 44 points against the Bunnies. I'm tipping the Raiders to overturn their round 1 loss. Raiders v Sharks, 5:30 p.m. at Raiders Park. And the Rabbitohs v Dragons. This is the Chico Motlop Shield. Back in round 1, the Bunnies got the Chocolates by 2 points, 30 points to 28, but now they've got 4 losses back to back, and they'll be keen to return to the winner's circle. While the Dragons lost 4 in a row before turning it on last week, 34-22 against the Bears, and that included that spectacular try to Varontos. No doubt both teams will lift for the Chico Motlop Shield, and if the Dragons can reproduce last week's form, effort and discipline, then I'm tipping them to go back to back. Rabbitohs v Dragons, 7:30 p.m. at Warren Park. Now over in the Tru-Flow Services Premiership, Raiders v Sharks. Round 1 saw the Raiders run out 30 points to 0 over the Sharks. Last week, the Raiders, they had a narrow loss to the Bunnies, while the Sharks, they didn't take the field against the Sisters. Based on that, I am tipping the Raiders. Raiders v Sharks, 4:10 p.m. at Raiders Park. Brothers v Bears. Round 1 was 28-0 to the Sisters. This was the first grand final replay of the season, and the Sisters' record now stands at 5-0, while the Bears and Dragons, they had a tough battle last week, while Brothers didn't get to play. I am tipping Brothers, but a closer margin than round 1. Brothers v Bears, 6 p.m. at TRL Stadium. And Rabbitohs v Dragons. The Bunnies, they broke through for their first win since July 2023 last weekend, and they will be keen to go back to back. However, they're up against a Dragons team that is sitting second on the ladder after pipping the Bears last weekend. Round 1 was a 38-point margin between these two teams. I am tipping another Dragons victory here. Rabbitohs v Dragons, 6:10 p.m. at Warren Park. And our Kennards Hire Kenneth Saturday live stream games are Brothers v Bears, the two grand final replays in the DABSCO and Tru-Flow Services Premierships. And you can